Hello everyone, it's Evie here, and today I'm talking about the idea of perfectionism in spirituality. That your life has to be perfect or you're not spiritual enough, or that you'd never have challenges, that you're always happy. Like, that's what spirituality is supposed to be, and it's not. You're not gonna be perfect. And who is? I don't know anybody who's perfect. I really don't. I'm not. I don't know anyone. Do you? But this came to me the other day when I was recording a video for the first time in years. And I watched the playback and I was just like, oh my god, is that what I sound like? Is that how I look? Are those, like, why do I talk with my hands so much? And I went into this downward spiral for a while, and I felt really vulnerable. I felt like I can't share this. The video is not perfect enough. I'm not good enough. Why am I doing this? And I stopped and I took a deep breath. I took a lot of deep breaths, and I realized that the message is the important part. I really stand by the message that came across in that video, and I have to share it. I'm doing a disservice by not. And I don't think it has to be perfect. I think it has to just be a good message, and a message that I can get behind, obviously, because I said it. But I think this idea that we all have to be perfect all the time is exhausting. It's so exhausting trying to be perfect and trying to be good enough. And what happens if I'm not? What happens if I stumble a little bit? Are people going to make fun of me? And for me, all of these feelings came up when I started recording, or not when I recorded, when I was watching it back, because in my childhood, I was made fun of a lot. I was an awkward person. I'm still an awkward person. It just happens. But I was made fun of a lot for how I looked, how I dressed, the way I spoke. And so all of those memories just came flooding back into my head and just made me feel like I wasn't good enough, like I wasn't perfect enough. And it took some time for me to just let go of all of it. Like, I really needed to let go of it and let go of this idea that you have to be perfect. And trust me, I've tried and it doesn't happen. I I don't know anybody who's perfect. And that's okay. We don't have to be. We just have to be our best selves. Do what makes you happy. That's the important part. But we're constantly bombarded in our society by these ideas of, like, standard beauty, what it means to be beautiful, what it means to have the perfect family life, the perfect career, and what you're supposed to have accomplished by age 30. And if you don't, you're a failure. And it's exhausting trying to keep up with, what am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to be? What will make society like me better? It's time to stop. Stop with all of it and just let it go. Because it's not working. It's not working for me. I don't know about you guys. Maybe some of you like the standard beauty and the standard family, the stereotypical career. And if that's for you, then great. Do what's for you. But for me, I'm not the typical anything. Any of my friends and family will tell you that I march to the beat of my own drum for sure. More like dance, but I digress. But I just do things the way I feel called. But then sometimes I come back afterwards and I'm just like, why did I do that? I I don't want to get made fun of. I don't want other people to think that I'm not good enough and that I'm crazy. I am a little crazy. It happens. But I just, I, I get stuck in this moment of what are other people going to think? I'm not good enough. I'm not perfect enough. And oh no, I let a little bit of my real self show. And now what? What's going to happen? Nothing has happened in any of those cases where I've shown my real self. Nobody's been like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. Some people might, but I really don't let it affect me too much past just the initial anxiety for myself. Ooh, thunder. It's a little rainy today, and I'm okay with that. I like rainy days. I don't know if you could actually hear the thunder. We'll find out. But anyway, this idea of perfection, it's completely ridiculous. We don't have to be perfect. This video isn't perfect. It's never gonna be perfect. Perfect, whatever that means. And we don't have to just put our best face forward. Like, a lot of people will look at like spiritual mentors and look at them and see how great their lives are, and yeah, they have great things going on for them, but that doesn't mean that their lives are 100% perfect 100% of the time. Some of them might only show that, and some are genuine and will say, you know what, I'm having trouble today. I needed to just relax today, and that's okay. I had a relaxation day yesterday for myself because I was feeling too vulnerable to do anything. And that's okay. We can feel vulnerable. We can feel like we're less than perfect. But that doesn't mean we're not good enough. That doesn't mean that what we have to say isn't important. It doesn't mean we can't shine our light and share a little piece of ourselves with others. Jesus. I'm getting vulnerable now, a little emotional just talking about this, because it's important. It's important to share this. But to put yourself out there, to make yourself vulnerable and put yourself in other people's hands where they can say hurtful things, that's a scary thing. And I will admit, like, I'm terrified right now of, is this message going to get across? Are people going to like this message? Or are they just going to make fun of me? Or whatever. Like, I get in my head all the time. It happens. We all do it. But I just feel it's important to let go, at least a little bit. Let go of this idea that everything has to be 100% perfect 100% of the time. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I feel like I'm saying this as much for myself as I am for all of you, anyone who's watching this at any time. Because I need to let go of the idea of being perfect. And we all do. And I was wondering recently, should I have my own standard of what's perfect for me and everybody else have their own standard of what's perfect for them? Because I definitely want like a certain quality when it comes to my work, but I don't know if that translates into other areas of my life. Like, I think we all have standards. Like, we want our relationships to be a certain way, to like be respected in our relationships, but do we have to have this checklist of like the perfect person for us? I don't think so. I don't think that having perfection in every area of our lives is really good. If that makes any sense. I mean, I don't think that having, I don't know, I think perfect is boring. It really can be. And that sounds totally cliche. And that's okay. It is what it is. But I definitely want to hear from you what you think. Should we have our own personal ideas of what's perfect, or just have our certain standards of what kind of quality life we want? I definitely think that's important. Or should we just do away with this idea of perfection altogether? Just screw being perfect. Who cares? Or do you want a little bit of perfect? Let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Bye.